No, you guys tell me.
All right, Nikola Jokic, nobody's ever done that. Nobody's had 30 plus points, 22 plus rebounds, 17 plus assists, dominate a game in every kind of facet. Do you have any thoughts on this particular performance of him, including whatever that shot was?
Historical. If no one's ever done it, to your point, I'm just going to say historical. And he continues to put up stat lines that, no one ever. I think he was one assist shy of a triple double in the first three quarters. So his impact on the game, and the most important part of it is we're 12-3 in the last 15. Like, these numbers are translating to wins. These are not empty stats. These are not hollow numbers. And you add the 2 blocks, and the guy's averaging almost 2 steals a game. So, you think about his 10 years here, you think about the 3 MVPs, you think about the championship, the finals MVP, and this is the best season he's ever had. And that's saying a lot. So just continued greatness. And what you love about that, Matt, is that it shows that he's never satisfied. He's hungry. He's determined. He wants to be better, and he's going to do whatever he has to do to help this team win. So it's just another historical performance by a great player.
Defense in the second half probably wasn't where you would like it to be. But what does it say about your team that you're still able to withstand their run, withstand their pushing, and come with the win at home?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to make a run at some point. I mean, that's why, he asks that stupid-ass question all the time about people being in the fourth quarter. And tonight's a perfect example why. They did the same thing in sack. We got a big on them, and they just ran the ball down our throats. They brought in Doug McDermott, and obviously he had 5 threes and seemed like bang, bang, quick succession. But we did stay with it, and we got to win. And we are 12-3 in our last 15 games. And not every win is going to be where you don't have to put Nikola back in the fourth quarter. We had to tonight. They jumped out 11-0 in the fourth. They made it a game, and our guys responded well enough to get the win.
Michael, what seems like 10 years ago, right after Joker hits that shot, up 25 after 3, they're like, oh, we can take our foot off the gas and being let up a little bit.
I don't know if it was that, to be honest, because we've done a great job of that of late. If Nikola hasn't played in 4 straight fourth quarters going into tonight, that's because that group to start the fourth has handled their business and had a very mature approach. So we didn't get off to a good start in the fourth, obviously, but I don't necessarily think, Vinny, that it was because our guys just went out there to chill. You have to give them some credit. That team has been playing at a very high level, and they showed that in the fourth quarter. And thankfully we were able to withstand that run. And but to Katie's earlier point, to give up 71 points on 48% from the field and 12 made threes in the second half, that's not where you want it. But I love to clean things up after a win.
Michael, Aaron Gordon played all in the second quarter. He left the court and was frustrated after the first. What was going on with him?
I was told that he had to use the men's room, to be honest. I had his name on the board to start the second quarter, and then Dan Sheminsky, our trainer, said AG went back to the locker room. So wasn't sure what was going on there. Obviously played him his normal minutes in the second half. And that's all I can say on that right now.
I think the last time you trailed was 1917. Gordon checked in, and almost immediately he drove the ball and ripped it, moved around the perimeter. Talk a little bit about the energy he continues to bring up.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's obviously he still has a minute restriction, which I'm sure is frustrating for him. Because if you're a competitor, you want to be out there and be able to play as many minutes as you're able to. But since Aaron's come back now, I think it's 6 games since he's returned. We played at a really high level, and he gives that second unit kids that we can play through, facilitate. He can guard. He wanted to guard DeRozan tonight, so you love that. He's asking to guard one of their best players. So you love that, to have that luxury of Aaron Gordon coming off the bench for us right now, and how he's embracing that role.
But you guys are shooting 76% from the free throw line, which is statistically a little lower, one of our own, you're second in attempts. What's kind of the ideal number if you want to be percentage-wise, or if the attempts are so high that 75 or better?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we missed 10 tonight, and I think in our last 14 games, we actually have been shooting it much better from the foul line. So our free throw percentage on the season, I think it's around 25, but the last 15 or so games, it's been much improved. And tonight obviously wasn't the case, but if you're getting there 31 times, if you can go, 25 or 31, that's a great number. But as you mentioned, the fact that we're getting there a ton shows that we're being aggressive. 18 more fast break points in transition. I think we lead the league in that stat still. 6 to 8 in the paint, we lead the league in that stat. 30 assists, we lead the league in that stat. So I think you guys know our DNA. That's how we're made. That's how we're wired. That's how we play. And it correlates to winning at a high percentage.
Coach, the shot, the disappointing shot. You've seen a lot of basketball. Is that one of the longest shots you've seen?
I didn't even see the shot. I was pissed off the defensive play before it. I didn't even see it. I just heard the crowd go crazy, and I really didn't give a shit because I was just mad about our defense. So I'll have to go back and watch it. It sounds like a three-quarter court shot? A little more? Yeah, 75. So where does that rank in terms of, like,
It borders on top 10. We're all trying to figure that out right now. That's why I'm asking you.
borders? Yeah. I don't know. I've been around this game so long. I'm sure I've seen shots like that, but, not surprising. He's a guy that just has this uncanny ability. Remember the shot he tried? I think there's .2 on the clock. He tried a tip shot from 85 feet that almost went in. I mean, so the guy is just, he's on a whole different wavelength. Kids, what do you got for me, man? Come on, man. I mean, you only come once a month, so bring it. Ever since you got paid, man, I don't see you anymore. What's that?
Have you seen Joker do anything like that on the practice court, just messing up?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, guys shoot crazy shots after practice, after shoot around. Obviously, we have our specialist half-court shot maker in Vlatko, who's out right now, but, we bring him in for special situations. But, yeah, Nikola, the touch that he has, that's what it comes down to, like, to make that shot, even just to hit the rim. How many guys couldn't even hit the rim on that shot? For him to make it just speaks to his talent, his touch, and his skill level. So just happy that we won. We're getting on the road now for 5 games, business trip. I think 11 games to go before the All-Star break, and hopefully we can find a way to continue to play at a high level. Thanks, everybody.